Have you ever looked up at the stars? Ooh. A heavenly matter, does it even matter? 'Cause it's just a matter of time till it's burned itself out. And our world will bound. You and the look on your face when I say something dumb. A sky full of blue in your eyes. Can a face be enough to keep us from burning?